But yeah, and I think we kind of across the board agree with that. But
well, and it's what I'm saying is the fact that there is a camera angle showing that there is something on the screen. It's the movie makers, it's the director saying, I need to communicate to the audience that Luke has to read what R2 is saying.
But again, if you want to go the argument route, it's because he's on the outside of the aircraft, so he wouldn't be able to hear him anyway. Well, so something has to be inside. But we don't know that it's not coming through a speaker. I think we have to suspend a little bit of reality, and we have to take away, well, for the movie, for the audience, for the this, for the that. I think that has to be like taken out.
No, that's number one. It's not. It absolutely is because
you got to think of it as if you're there in that world.
No, you're thinking this is a movie. We're thinking about it in the eyes of the movie maker.
Then why the fuck are we arguing whether or not he can understand R2? It's just a movie.
Because we're trying to establish in this world, this mythos, if R2 can be understood.
Exactly. So you take out the movie aspect of it.
No, you don't, because you don't.
You do because anything can be explained away by that's just the way they wrote it. Just what the writer wanted.
But it's all based on what somebody made and wrote.
You can't break down fifth and sixth walls and go, well, the audience needs to know.
Absolutely, you can.
No, it's not an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, if this movie becomes obsolete.
If this movie is, then why take anything that happens in the movie as to this happens in this world? This is what the reality is. It was all created. It was all created by people. I understand exactly.
The outside filmmakers.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can.
Not when you're arguing something in the universe.
Can I talk?
Sure. Can I talk?
What we're trying to figure out is, in this make-believe world, could this human understand this robot?
You know what I'm talking about in this universe. Let's not get cute.
No, I'm not getting cute. I'm just saying. No. If you're going to argue something in universe and stay in universe, don't go, well, the director needed the audience to know, because you're breaking walls.
It's all okay. So somebody writes another piece of the puzzle. So we're not supposed to take into consideration what is written down and what the movie makers want you to know about this universe, even though you have gotten more information about this universe through the movie making process.
Correct.
That is insane.
That's correct. You're arguing something that's not even real, first of all.
No shit, we all are.
You can't argue fiction and something fake.
When you're trying to figure out what exists in the story, what's true or not in this story, you have to take into context of absolutely do.
No.
Because if the movie maker, that's how you figure out plot lines in a movie.
The best part is we all agree he can't understand it.
I know, right?
That's how you figure out plot lines in a movie.
Right.
This particular thing was here in this movie to give you context.
You can't argue something like in game and go, well, the director, the writer, the producer, and the fluffer.
You write scenes in a movie to give context. This gives you better context of what happened in the story.
Why are you arguing something fake in the movie? It doesn't matter then. Nothing in the movie matters.
If you're trying to understand what the story is saying, I'm trying to figure out the story.
You're looking at it from 2 different lenses.
Exactly. You're using a lens to understand what the story is saying. I'm trying to figure out the story.
You're looking at it from 2 different lenses.
Exactly. You're using a lens to understand the story.
You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Arguing something like, does he understand the robots?
If you want to understand something in the movie, you look at a particular shot or scene. It's the director giving you context for something.